My sister slept with my fiancé at his bachelor party. I found the video and disappeared without a word. What happened next shattered their whole lives forever. 2 weeks before my wedding, I came home from work and saw a small brown package sitting on my front porch. At first, I thought it was a gift from a coworker. We just had a little office party for me, and I figured someone had sent something late. But when I picked it up, I noticed there was no return address, just my name. Inside was a single black flash drive with a note taped to it that said, "Thought you should see this." My stomach dropped. I sat in my kitchen for a good 5 minutes, just staring at it. Something in my gut told me that plugging it in was going to change everything, and I was right. When I finally opened the file, a shaky video popped up on my screen. It was loud, crowded bar, music, shouting, laughter. At first, all I saw was Ethan, my fiancé. His hair was messy, his cheeks flushed red, but he was smiling. My heart squeezed, until Jessica walked into the frame. Jessica, my little sister, the golden child, the one who'd always been showered with attention while I worked quietly in the background. She leaned into Ethan, wrapped her arms around him, and kissed him. It wasn't some sloppy, drunken mistake. It was long, deep, passionate, and Ethan didn't push her away. He pulled her closer. My entire body went cold. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even blink. I just sat there, staring at the screen as the life I thought I had shattered into pieces. But here's the part I didn't expect. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Something inside me just broke, and what replaced it wasn't grief. It was something sharper, colder. The old me died that night. The new me wanted revenge. The next morning, I started making phone calls. The venue, canceled. Florist, canceled. The band, the caterer, the cake, photographer, all canceled. Every single detail of the wedding I had spent 2 years planning, gone in a single day. And every refund sent to a brand new account with only my name on it. By the time Ethan woke up hungover and clueless, the wedding was already dead. But that was just the beginning. Ethan's parents adored me. They were religious, old-fashioned, and they thought I was perfect for their son. So I sent them the video. No explanation, no note, just the truth. Hours later, I got a call from a friend. Ethan had shown up at his parents' house, begging to be let in. They wouldn't even open the door. One strike. Now it was Jessica's turn. Jessica loved to brag about how smart she was with money. What she didn't know was that I'd been the one managing our parents' retirement fund for years. I had taken $60,000 and grown it into almost $750,000. She smiled and took credit, while I did all the work. But here's the twist. When I set up the fund, I added a morality clause. If anyone in the family caused public shame through betrayal, the money legally reverted to me. And thanks to that video, I had all the proof I needed. So I called for a family meeting. When I walked into the living room, it felt like walking onto a stage. My dad sat stiffly in his leather armchair. My mom perched on the sofa clutching tissues. Jessica was pacing by the fireplace, her face pale, her hands shaking. Ethan sat in the corner, looking hollow. They all stared at me, waiting for me to explode. They thought I'd cry. They thought I'd beg for answers. They thought I'd forgive. Instead, I placed a thick folder on the coffee table and slid it forward. "The trust is dissolved," I said flatly. "It's all mine now." The room went dead silent. My mom let out a sob. My dad's face drained of color. Jessica stopped pacing and just stared at me, mouth open. And Ethan, he shot up from his chair, grabbed my arm, and pleaded, "Rachel, please, we can fix this. We can still get married. We can work through it." I slowly pulled my arm out of his grip and looked him straight in the eyes. "You and Jessica wanted each other so badly," I said, my voice calm and sharp. "Perfect. Now you can have nothing together." And without another word, I turned and walked out of that house. That was the last time I saw any of them.